Hello everyone, I am Arati Bhatt. I am studying in B.Ed second semester at KLE College of Education, Ankola. Today I am here to present the topic on principles of management. In this topic, I am going to cover the meaning of principles of management, Henry Fayol, the father of general management, then Fayol's principles of management. Let us first see the meaning of principles of management. It is a broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior. For a manager, principles are going to provide the framework for deciding the various important decisions in an organization. It is going to provide the guideline relating to what is right and what is wrong while taking the decisions in an organization. So the second concept is Henry Fayol's principles of management. Before knowing the information relating to various principles of management which are developed by Henry Fayol, let us see who is Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol was a French management theorist and he was the first person to identify four functions of management, that is planning, organizing, directing and controlling. He is also called as a father of general management. Based on his own experience, he developed 14 principles of management. Let us list out the 14 principles of management one by one first. Then in detail let us see the various principles. First one, division of work. Second one, authority and responsibility. Next one, discipline. Next one, unity of command. Next one, unity of direction. Subordination of individual interest to general interest. Remuneration of employees. Centralization and decentralization. Scalar chain. Order. Equity. Stability of personnel. Initiative. Esprit de corps. Let us see the first one, division of work. It is possible to divide any work into small job. So each job should be performed by specialist. Division of work leads to specialization. The aim of this is to produce more and better work for the same effort. It is the efficient way to use the resources. If every job is assigned to the right person, the quantity and quality of the production will improve. The second principle is authority and responsibility. Authority is the right to give orders and obedience. Responsibility means accountability, which is the result of authority. In an organization, there should be a balance between the authority and responsibility. The excess of authority may lead to misuse of power. So there should be a balance between authority and responsibility, because responsibility without any authority may lead to slaverism. So in simple terms, authority here indicates right to take decisions. Responsibility means it is a process of completing the assigned task. The next principle is discipline. Discipline is the obedience to organizational rules and employment agreement which are necessary for the working of the organization. That means, in simple terms, discipline here indicates following the rules and regulations of a organization. The next principle is unity of command. There should be only one boss for every individual employee. If an employee gets order from two or more superior at a time, the principle of unity of command is violated. Each one should be commanded by one and responsible to that only. Dual subordination should be avoided. Next principle is unity of direction. Each group should be led by one leader. It ensures unity of action and coordination. It helps to conduct all the activities smoothly and resources can be utilized to the maximum extent effectively. If this principle is violated, it leads to wastage of resources, increase in cost, and unhealthy competition. In simple terms, unity of direction here indicates one head, one plan. Next principle is subordination of individual interest to general interest. The interest of the organization should be take priority over the interest of the anyone individual employee. Every worker should show interest towards the achievement of organizational goals. Individual interest of the worker should not disturb organization's interest. The next principle is remuneration. The remuneration should be just, fair and equitable. This will ensure good relationship between workers and management. Employees should be paid fair wages which should give them at least a reasonable standard of living. At the same time, it should be within the paying capacity of the company. The next principle is centralization and decentralization. Let us first see the meaning of centralization. Later we will see the meaning of decentralization. Centralization means concentration of decision making power in the hands of one or few, whereas decentralization here indicates dispersion of decision making power among more persons. So Fayol suggested that there should be a proper adjustment between centralization and decentralization in order to achieve the maximum objectives of the business. The next principle is scalar chain. The formal line of authority from highest to lowest rank are called as a scalar chain. So according to Fayol, organization should have a chain of authority and communication from top to bottom and should be followed by managers and subordinates. Next principle is order. According to Fayol, people and material must be in a suitable places at an appropriate time for maximum efficiency. This principle states that there is a place for everything and everything must be in its place. The next important principle is equity. Fayol emphasizes kindliness and justice in the behavior of the managers towards workers. This will ensure loyalty and devotion. He also suggested that there should not be any discrimination against anyone on account of language, caste, religion, nationality, etc. All should be treated equally. The next principle is stability of personnel. Employees' turnover should be minimized to maintain the organizational efficiency. So, employees should be selected and appointed through various procedures. He should be kept at their post for a minimum fixed period. They should be given reasonable time to show their result. He should be paid attractive remuneration and incentives. Organization should recognize and reward efficient employees and management should assure employment security. The next principle is initiative. According to Fayol, the workers should be encouraged to develop, carry out their plan for improvement. Initiative refers to steps taken by the employees towards their self-motivation. This principle states that employees at all levels should be given freedom to some extent so that they can come forward and use their skill to achieve expected goals. But initiative should not go against the established practice of the organization. It helps to bring hidden efficiency of the staff. Last principle of the Henry Fayol is esprit de corps. In this principle, management should take necessary steps to promote team spirit among the employees. It has to develop the mentality of one family members and there should be a mutual confidence and understanding. It helps to reduce the wastage of resources, misuse, and careless use of resources. In a turn, it will leads to the increase in production. It induces the concept of unity is strength among the workers. A manager should replace I with we in all conversation with workers. So thus these are the 14 principles of Henry Fayol. Thank you. Have a happy time.